All right, so we're back. Now, full disclosure, I do recommend letting the deer chill till the internal temperature gets down to less than 40. It makes it so much easier to handle. But since we waited till the last minute to kill this thing, we're going to have to go ahead and do it. So, next tool I would recommend you get is a boning hook. They sell them, Walton's, Bunzel, you can get them. They're not expensive, but this keeps you from trying to grip things and getting your fingers where you can cut them. This is just kind of an extension of your hand, and it keeps you away. So first thing we're going to do is remove the shoulder. So the shoulder is not connected to the animal with any kind of bone. It's just ligaments. So what we're going to do is what I do is I hook right there and give a little tension, just like this. And if you will cut, if you'll look right here, you'll see where this is moving. That shoulder blade comes up to about right there. But what we're going to do is we're going to hook right there, and then it just opens up just like that. And that's the shoulder. Now I want to show you one thing. Right at the point of this shoulder, right there is a gland. Now, I meant to leave it attached to the shoulder to show you over there on the table, but it's just habit. This is how we do it at the processing plant. So it's just habit, but right in there. So we want to cut that off, and then we'll come back and remove that and throw it away. So we're just going to sit this on the table. We'll deal with that in just a minute. So next thing is that little dude, and we'll just throw it away. Like I said, that gland, that's what it looks like. I don't know what it does, but that's, and you just don't want to eat that, so we'll throw that away. So now, next thing, deer hunters, when you guys are calling this thing in the back strap, or whatever you want to call it, in the meatpacking world we call it a back loin. I've seen in videos and people say, I pull the back strap all the way to his ears. This is not back strap. This is not back loin. It stops between the 4th and 5th rib, right there. From here to his hip joint is the back loin. This is just neck meat. That's not part of the back loin. So that is, now can I take this and pull it all off in one piece and you have your whole back? But yes, but when we get over there, we're just going to trim it down. So I don't go to the trouble of trying to pull all that off. We'll make a roast out of this over on the table. So what we're going to do here is I do this a little differently than anybody that I've seen when I'm doing at-home processing. If we were doing this at the plant, we would use a bandsaw to do this, split it, and we would do it that way. When I'm doing at-home processing, I've seen other people, the first thing they want to do is go after that back strip. Well, if that's the way you want to do it, that's fine. I've got a little bit easier way to do it, and you get your rib meat and your back loin all one time. So we're going to flip back around here and grab this inside with your boning hook and cut right down beside your tenderloin, and then right on the top of your ham right there, or right below your ham, till you get to here, and then just leave it laying. All right, now go right across, and you can come again putting tension, and I push against the bones so I can come down here to the brisket, and I'm putting pressure and tension. All right, so I can keep going, and we're going to go ahead and get the back loin when we're at it. So I'm just keeping pressure, just like that. I'm pushing against the bone, and you're going to go all the way to the spine. Now, right here are some little short ribs. All right, so we don't want to damage our back loin. So if you go here, you can feel that hip bone. Go right under that hip bone, just like that. And then we're going to go in and again, press against those bones, just like that. Now, with your hook left in your thing, the spine is right here. Again, we're going to press against the spine, and we're going to get all this in one piece. And we're going to stop. If you look, 1, 2, 3, 4, right at that fourth rib. That's the end of the back strip. So we got rib meat and the back loin all in one lick. And then I'll show you when we get over here. I'll show you what we'll do with that. Okay. So I'm not scared to show when I made a mistake, but normally I would have went ahead and pulled those back, those tenderloins. You can see when I was pulling that, I went between two ribs and I cut that tenderloin. But it's my deer. Actually, it's Matt's deer. But we'll go ahead and pull them. That way we won't make the same mistake on the other side. But to pull the tenderloin, same thing. Just go against the spine. Cut straight down that spine. And we can pull it out. Tenderloin's not... If you're wanting a whole tenderloin, that would be a problem. But we'll slice that one. Then it'll be okie dokie. But I'm going to go ahead and pull this other one out just so it's not here. So we're going to cut it right there. Go against the spine. And then he'll slide right out of there. Now, I'm going to show you this technique. This may look a little barbaric, but this is the way butchers hold their knives a lot if we're trying to work around bones. This is actually probably the most precise way to hold your knife. You have the most control over the tip. So, there's a whole tenderloin. Not cut. All right, so Matt is actually going to do this other side, I believe, for practice. But this is something I want to point out. And this is the part I don't want to get a lot of grief from other people. Like, oh, you don't get the rib meat. I don't get that. Now, if you want to, I'll show you how to do it. You just go. It's not very difficult. And that's it. Just like that. If you want to get that. Me, I choose not to. The work versus reward, you know, if you add up that, you might get, if you get a pound off of the entire deer, I would be shocked. And most of the time, if you've shot the deer here in the shoulder, all this is going to have blood in it anyway. But that is for you to do if you want to. I just choose not to. So there you go. All right, so neck. Now this is where, sorry Matt, I'm gonna have to pull your shoulder off your side just to show the guys the neck. So shoulder, same thing. We're gonna, again, if you're right-handed, this is gonna be a little backwards for you. So we're just gonna go, again, right inside that. Just like that. And I'll leave that gland attached so we can see it over there. Okay, so this is the tool that I choose to take the neck off with. There's a lot of people that don't like this, but this is, instead of having to keep a saw. So what we do is we'll grab that and like this, and right there at that third to fourth rib, we'll make a cut with a cleaver right in between there, and then just, it doesn't take a lot of hits. And then we'll work on this over here. If you have a saw and you'd prefer a saw, that's perfectly okay. But so far, on that side, we have a pretty clean carcass. So we're gonna break away for just a minute and let Matt work on this rib section, and then we'll be back and I'll show you how to break these hams apart and how to take the H-bone out, and then we'll go over to the table and do a little butchery. All right, we'll be back.